Let's see if we can get the show on the road. Had to surf through my menus again and power up all my abilities.
Man, am I glad we pulled an assignment to the east of the city this time. It'd be a long walk all the way back over to the west gate.
Hold on. Are we even sure the East Gate will be open? Last I heard, it was still on lockdown from all the high-level indigent activity.
It was, but they just lowered the threat level earlier today. The gates are officially open for business. One of our teams must have gone out there and kicked some furry indigent butt, huh?
Wouldn't surprise me at all. Irina's team is one of our best.
How does he know Irina and Gwyn?
We ran into them just before we met up with you. They were on their way out to an assignment.
Well, then that settles it. It must have been them, right? Man, forget this amateur hour probe baloney. Those guys are where the action's at.
I'll try not to take that personally. But enough talk. We've got our mission to deal with. Let's head out.
Roger. That probe isn't gonna install itself. Let's get to the East Gate, shall we?
That one right there. The one you've been looking at. That one. Yeah, that gate to the east. Okay, let's see. Let's go blow some of my money. I can't get any of these yet. Oh, wow. No, I can afford those. But I don't have the class yet, so I guess I'll leave it alone. Diving suit. Eh. I'll find something better out in the wild. Nothing great there. At least your characters are really fast. Oh yeah, now it's daytime. How fitting. Ah, finally. Out in the open. Let's fight this guy as a palate cleanser for all that cutscene nonsense. I wonder if I should go through my list and like switch this up a bit. 'Cause it's not very easy to move these with the D-pad. It's not broken yet. I can't topple him. Whatever.
Here comes the pan. Yes. You're getting close.
I owe you one.
Flame grenade.
Oh, good. Flame resistance. I'm sure that'll come in handy.
Now, close in and clean up.
Yeah, Lynn is supposed to be the tank character. I don't know how well she could do her job. I don't remember her ever being useful, actually. Like, at all.
Now, close in and clean up.
Would you die?
This is nothing.
Oh, good. He slowed my heart. No! Still not dead yet. Got two whole teammates that could just wail on him. To heal, you need 3,000 TP, that under my HP, in order to res somebody. So they weren't even close to like picking me back up.
Give me strength.
Ooh, level up. I can start using my gold gear soon.
All right, it's
That's fine. I just want to like pick on things now. Grind and like so I can actually use my good gear. Come on. Armor up, I guess. Fine. I don't want to topple him anyway. Oh, he was toppled.
Flame grenade.
Oh, that's mean.
This team never loses.
Move in and
Hope
keep
I
the
didn't
rhythm
get in the
going.
way.
What about you? Level 7.
Fire. Follow me.
Dang it. Yes, topple, topple. Yes.
Yes. You're getting close.
This is such a bad idea. Oh well.
Move in and do some damage.
I'm not really supposed to be the tank guy.
Here comes the pain.
I don't have much choice. My arts kind of suck. What are you doing? What are you stretching about?
Catch me up.
Whoa, she took 300?
Side slash.
She's still fine? You're... Everybody tanks better than I do. Oh, wow.
Strike. Nice.
Yeah, she's not doing good. Oh, time to draw some attention. Nope, she's dead.
3 minutes.
There we go.
It's true on any field.
Yeah, see, it's... She's not that great of a tank.
What?
No, I'm not installing the data probe.
We can do this.
We should weaken them just to be safe.
Flame grenade.
Oh, man. This thing's ridiculous to fight.
You didn't see that?
Just makes little sheep sounds. I am awful.
Early bird.
I don't know why I'm like getting like no, just these guys. There was like no reason to pick on all of them, but whatever.
Move in and do some damage. Upper hand. Shadow strike.
Time to armor up.
I need healing.
I need healing.
Nice. Move in and do some damage.
Okay. Here comes the pain. Flame grenade. Hey, no pushing.
Dang it. Kind of needed that.
Move in and strike.
You're in for it.
Shadow strike.
No, I don't want to bring attention to myself. Okay, maybe I will now.
3 minutes.
What is this? I don't remember this skill.
Follow me.
Ooh, alright.
Flame grenade.
Normally those cost 1,000. I'm like max TP too. What was giving me TP? Something. Normally you have to like build into it. Like it doesn't just naturally regenerate. Hold on, I'm going to read my abilities real quick. Is that thing going to give me? I think it is. Well, time to boost evasion. Alright.
Off balance.
No way.
Guys.
I'm in trouble.
That wasn't fair.
This is wearing you down. I'm not gonna make it. I have to stay in this. Help me.
Dang it. Oh, deathless run, impossible. At least they gave me an achievement out of it. You see that guy just coming out of nowhere? I wasn't even fighting him. But no. I don't even have that thing yet. I thought it was a... There's like a little waypoint finder that you get later. I thought I had it. How embarrassing. No, I won't beat him up. We'll pretend to go do the objective. Now, where was he a boss? There's no way, right? No, he's just level 9. Pretty sure there's one of those, they call them tyrants in this game. The named bosses.
Open fire. Follow me.
Fighting things my level is so lame.
Assault hammer strike. Flame grenade.
Give her armor, because she should be the tank. Man, sometimes getting those items afterwards. Just looking at those ape guys over there, that's not good. Oh, yeah, there's a tyrant right there. Let's be level 7 in order to fight him.
All right, it's on.
He looks mean.
They're off guard. Stagger them with a melee attack.
This'll stagger.
No, I pressed B.
First in, first out. Attack up close.
Now, my turn.
Fire carnival.
Throw armor. This team never loses.
Hope I didn't get in the way.
This team never loses. I already lost. Feels bad, man.
Open fire. Follow me. Now, closing the team up.
We can eliminate.
Flame grenade.
Oh, he wasn't toppled. I threw.
Move in and do some damage.
Infuriate. Okay, here comes the pain.
Use an aura. Get
Right.
control of the battle.
Do my best to just build up TP.
Upper hand.
This team never loses.
That's right.
Nice work.
All right, so can I beat this guy?
Watch how it's done.
He won't beat me first. Ask questions later.
All right, you be tank.
Okay. Comes the pain. Assault hammer.
Oh, I didn't topple him. I threw. Oh, nice. Somebody toppled.
Okay, here comes the pain.
Oh, look at level 81 right there. That's a real tyrant.
Nice. Move in and do some damage.
Would my tank do her job?
Well,
Oh, that was close. That's... No, it's not. I thought it was the usual monkey guy in the Xenoblade games. I can't think of his name right now. I thought that was him. Start with an R. He's in this game, but he doesn't look normal. God, go away. Alright, cutscene will make him go away. I think it's like Rufus. Is there always a Rufus?
What the hell happened here? You don't think that one Sinicula could have killed all these simius?
Unless
Unless... what?
this is bad.
What's bad? I don't follow you.
That Sinicula. It's a tyrant.
Huh? But it looks just like any other Sinicula.
Think about it. Your typical Simius is way higher up on the food chain than your typical Sinicula, right? Usually we'd find one Simius standing over 3 or 4 Sinicula corpses. But here, the tables have been turned. And I don't see a single trace of any other indigents in the area. There's only one explanation. That Sinicula is a tyrant.
Let me check the Blade Report database. If there's a tyrant this close to the city, someone must have run across it. Bingo. There was a Sinicula tyrant sighted not too long ago, but it was a couple of segments further out.
It could have followed the blade that spotted it back towards New LA, or come here to feed, or who knows what.
That's crazy. I can't believe there's a tyrant right on our doorstep and HQ isn't doing a thing about it.
Well, don't forget why they sent us here in the first place. Frontier Nav's range is still limited.
Oh, right. They couldn't track it if there's no local probe. They must have lost it when it went off the grid.
Get it.
Whoa, whoa, whoa there, rookie. We're talking about a tyrant here. Do you even understand what that means?
Of course I
We should
do.
probably explain.
I said it right before we even met one.
Tyrant is our term for any indigenous life form that falls outside of our usual threat ranking system. In other words, they're too powerful for us to even measure how dangerous they would be to take on.
And too powerful doesn't always just mean physically strong. If a creature has even a single especially nasty trait, it's classified as a tyrant.
Even some of Blade's very best teams have come back with serious injuries after running into a tyrant in the field. If they come back at all.
Well, alright. I'm game if you are. Count me in, Elma. Let's do this. If we're gonna settle here on this planet, we're gonna have to get used to dealing with tyrants now and then. We can't just keep running forever, you know? Besides, I'd never forgive myself if someone else ended up getting hurt because we just left it here.
All right. Let's do it. But don't push it, okay? Either of you. If we can take it down, great, but if not, even just luring it away would be a moral victory. As long as we buy enough time to install the probe, we can use Frontier Nav to track it, or any other tyrant that comes this close to the city from now on. Just make sure you're ready before we attack. This will be tougher than anything else we've faced.
How strong is it? Look at all these things are like level 26 and stuff. Oh. Wouldn't let me see it.
We've been spotted.
Level 5. I'll be fine. Alright, you tank like you're supposed to. Oops. Oh, I'm good. Oh, this thing's a loser. Alright, in this new version, can I tell my ores? Yeah, it looks like I can tell easier. And then it's gone.
Use an aura. Get control of the battle.
I can't. I just used it.
Shadow strike. You can do it. Upper hand.
Did he just laser beam? I didn't even get to see it.
Nice. Move in and do some
Is
damage.
he broken yet?
Destroy. Move in and destroy.
Yet. Oh, there we go. Ah, too easy. How's that for a moral victory?
We are awesome!
Nice work, Lynn. You fought well. You did too.
Thanks.
Now let's get down to business and install that data probe. If we stay here for long, there's no telling what other playmates might show up. This beam of light indicates a Frontier Nav site. It marks the ideal spot to bury the probe.
Okay, the probe should be ready for insertion. I'll just boot it up.
Thanks, Lynn. The top half of the cylinder contains the probe itself. The bottom half is a laser. It dissolves the soil so the probe can burrow to the proper depth.
I believe you.
We tried just planting them on the surface at first, but we kept running into problems with the local wildlife damaging the goods. Burying them is going to save us all a lot of time and headaches in the long run.
It's a lot of details,
set?
sure.
Yes, ma'am. Whenever you're ready.
Why don't you do the honors? You can launch it right from your comm device. Give it a try.
Oh. This is supposed to be like showing me like the gamepad. It's like, look at it go. You touched the touchscreen.
Good. Now we just need to give it a minute to reach the target depth.
And installation complete. We are now online with a solid connection to Frontier Nav.
Excellent. See? At the end of the day, there's really not much to it. The hardest part was calculating the ideal probe locations. We need them spread out evenly to maximize data collection.
Yep, planting probes is easy. And the more we plant, the more likely we are to find missing crew. So anytime you see a probe site, there's no excuse not to plant that sucker.
That'll do it for your training. Let's head back to the barracks and report to Secretary Nagi.
Yeah, these get pretty complex setting these up. Look at this map. No, there's spoilers. I don't want to. Map is so huge. Yeah, it becomes like there's like an art to like setting up the probes to maximize like the resources you can get from them. You set them up right, and also ends all of your money problems. I will have money problems later. Ball mosquito. Gross. Level 7. I'm fine. No need to grind. Like I said, the only real leveling up is fighting things stronger than you anyway. No point beating up these little small fry. Great part about this game too is like where you like looking around and stuff like that. Ah, okay, disoriented. Yeah, you can go anywhere that you see too. Like there is no place you cannot explore. It's not like those other games that promise that where you see you can explore. Like a certain game I could think of in 2014. It's Destiny. That was the game. They promised if you could see it, you could explore it. That wasn't true.
Great.
Hope you guys are in a mood for a cutscene. Oh, hey. Just kidding. We're going to hang out with the cool kids. Oh, there he is, waiting for me.
Commander Vandam.
Well, now, look what the cat dragged in.
Sorry we missed you last time. We could have come to meet you at HQ, you know.
Indeed. I suggested as much. Twice.
And we know how much I enjoy being told what to do. Anyway, I hear you tangled with a tyrant, way out of your league. On a training mission, no less.
Yeah, get used to that.
That was reckless. And goddamn magnificent.
So, Commander, to what do we owe the pleasure of your visit here today?
Well, I can't just ask Nagi to do everything for me. I'd be out of a job.
Hey, I delivered you the new recruit, didn't I?
Yeah, you won the bet. Don't worry about it, all right? I'll settle up with you later. You know I'm good for it.
The bet?
I'm
He
sure
forced
I
me.
need it elsewhere. If you'll all excuse me, Commander.
Well, that wasn't obvious at all.
Huh. Look at you two. I swear, you're like two children excited about a new toy.
Look who's talking. I don't recall ever seeing you file a request to personally train a rescue before.
Is that so odd?
It is before we'd even asked him to become a blade, little miss stick in the rear.
Usually I ask when I don't get your slang expressions, but something tells me to just let that one go.
Enough about that. Where are your manners, anyway? I still haven't been introduced to our new recruit here.
Commander Vandam is Blade's top officer.
In a past life, I was chief engineer on the White Whale. Same idea, basically. Someone has a problem, I fix it. You follow? Huh. Not much for conversation, are you?
So you still haven't told us why you're here. From the look of things, I'm guessing this isn't a social call.
You don't think?
No. So let's cut the crap and get down to business.
Ha! Sounds like you're learning my expressions just fine, Elma. Anyway, first we need Chatty Cathy here to choose a division and pull an assignment.
He talking about me.
Whoa there, Itchy Trigger. I know you're just chafing at the bit to run out there and grab the world by its tail, but you need to choose a division first. Once that's all hashed out, we can get into detail about what your first assignment's gonna be.
Pretty much everyone in New LA works for Blade, in one of several different fields. Helping to explore Mira, or to maintain order in the city, or, well, you remember Nagi's speech, right? There are 8 different fields in all, and each one has its own branch within Blade. Officially, they're called divisions. Naturally, you'll want to choose one that best suits your personality and your talents.
Let's start with the Pathfinders.
Now you're going to go through each of them?
Pathfinder's #1 responsibility is planting data probes, like you did on your training mission.
Lame.
It may not be the sexiest job, but important? You bet your ass it's important. We've only been on Mira 2 months. We don't know jack about this place. The more probes we install, the faster we can get our bearings here and give ourselves a fighting chance.
We've already detailed how important it is we expand the Frontier Nav network ASAP. So, for the time being, I'll just remind you of the highlights. It helps us keep Blade safe. It helps us keep the city safe. And most important of all, it's the key to locating the missing parts of the Lifehold and recovering the rest of the human race.
Okay, next up, Interceptors. You met Akalov and Evans, right? Irina and Gwen? This is their division. Interceptors have one main duty. Protect New LA and everyone in it from the wildlife here on Mira. Right now, this is probably our busiest division. Interceptors ride shotgun for the research eggheads, they escort VIPs around, and they help any other idiots who get caught out there with their pants down.
Next are the Harriers. Remember Doug Barrett, the Skell pilot conducting the test flight with Lynn? He's part of the Harriers. If you think of the Interceptors as defense, Harriers would be New LA's offense. They specialize in preemptive strikes on clear and obvious threats. But only on clear and obvious threats. They're not meant to go out and just blast any indigene that moves.
And you got your Reclaimers. These guys are in charge of finding the other pieces of the White Whale. Among other things, that is. Including anything of ours left behind after a battle. Skell debris, weapons, personal effects. It can get a bit morbid, frankly, but it's gotta be done. Until we're up and running here on Mira, and have this place completely figured out, everything we brought from Earth needs to be treated like it's irreplaceable. Also, the search for the Lifehold. That's mostly on the Reclaimers.
Next, curators. Curators are the first to scout ahead to unexplored territory, bringing back whatever samples they can get their hands on. Fruits, bugs, sticks and stones, you name it. It's not all picking berries, though. Being a curator also means being the first to encounter unknown indigens.
Next? Alright, prospectors. Prospectors do, well, prospecting. They poke around, looking for minerals, resources, and whatnot. Things we need for everyday life here. We packed all the essentials we could on the White Whale, but that won't last forever. We need to be able to replenish our water and fuel if we want to survive. And sooner or later, we're gonna have to figure out how to replace things from scratch. From the socket on a Skell's knee joint, right down to the frying pan in Lynn's kitchen. Without these guys busting their butts, we'd have no future to speak of.
Next up, outfitters. All of our ground gear and Skell weaponry is developed in conjunction with private arms manufacturers, or AMs. Outfitters are Blade's way of supporting these AMs. They'll seek out anything that might inspire new weapon ideas, and even assist with testing new prototypes.
Finally, the mediators.
Oh, no. The cutscene was so long, it killed my controller.
These are the folks
Oh,
who keep
Xenoblade
everything
games.
hunky-dory with John and Joan Q public. Any problems a civvy has, they come to mediators. Fight with your neighbor? Mediators. Lost cat? Mediators. It's not a division for everyone. You need to be a jack of all trades, and a people person. Someone with my charming personality? Probably not the best mediator. But if you got what it takes, it's a clutch role, keeping things cool on the home front.
All right, so I think that's all 8 divisions. Any idea which one you'd like to join? Don't fret about it too much. Whichever you choose, you still have a lot of freedom in how you operate. Mediators can still get out there and mix it up, hunt indigens, whatever. And if a Harrier wants to take a break and settle an argument, that's their prerogative too. To be honest, even though it's sort of frowned upon, you can actually change your division whenever you like. So there's really no reason to stress about this. Alright, you ready to choose?
Yeah, and? We're on pins and needles here.
What? Why do I have to confirm it twice? Alright. So normally I go for the interceptors. That's the last one that was the first one I chose there. Pathfinders. That's just a 69 on the side. Let's see. Reclaimers. Harriers. Interceptors, that's such a lame symbol. Going to go Reclaimers. Be the Master Chiefs. Yeah.
Then it's settled?
Yes.
All right. Thank God that's over.
You
By
said
the
it.
power invested in me, yada yada, you're officially a Blade.
Congrats, and welcome.
I know you're gonna do great.
Oh, you guys are the best at forcing me. No pressure. Ever.
Now for the job. Let's get down to brass tacks. Nelson's team has gone missing. Last contact we had, they were installing a data probe out in eastern Primordia. Then, nothing.
Nelson. Pathfinders, right?
Are we talking indigents here or what?
Your guess is as good as mine, but they did have a skell with them. You'd think they could hold their own, or at least run away.
Alright, we're on it. We'll head to their last known location and go from there.
Report whatever you find ASAP.
Of course. Let's move out.
Roger that.
Finally. Yay. Please don't cutscene when I go outside.